Hey guys, and welcome. Well, this is sparkeysteve, and this is one of the first videos I've actually done for a video playthrough. I hope you enjoy it. I try to keep it quick, seeing as there's one problem I have with many playthroughs, is that they're just too long to really pay attention, to be honest. You don't want to watch through all of them. You get to about part 20 and you're finished. You have to excuse the quality of my voice today, well, and probably for quite a while as well. I'm actually using my PlayStation 2 iToy to record this, so not the best of quality considering it wasn't even really meant to be used as a microphone to begin with. And also, I'm really ill at the moment, it being winter in Cardiff. Well, I say winter, usually the winters are fine here, but there's so much snow around. I've been ill since about last Friday now, and man, I'm just so bored and stuck in the house. So yeah, decided to get a video playthrough going, and obviously, as you can see, I'm playing Pokemon not Soul Silver, just normal Silver, for the Game Boy Color. And yes, this is me changing the speeds of the text before we even start the game. Made it stereo, so I'm assuming it sounds better for you guys. I hope it does. Anyway, my speaker's a bit knackered in terms of the panning, but that's not the actual settings. That's because one of them is actually, well, pretty much bugged. And I hope it sounds alright for you. Yeah, so I'll be trying to storm through this game. Hopefully get it done in about 20 parts. I was trying to keep this one down to about 5 minutes actually, but that kind of failed. I only got it down to about, well, I'm not even sure how long. It says 15 minutes in the Windows Movie Player, but the actual footage, it says 13 minutes, so I don't even know what's going to happen with my voice. I'm hoping it does kind of overlap and doesn't just slow down when I submit it to YouTube or something. Oh well, this will just work as a test and we'll see what happens. So yeah, as all Pokemon games start, you start off in your house, a house that you know nothing about but you've apparently lived all your life. Always check the computer for items, but disappointingly there wasn't anything there this time, which I was quite sad about, really. You know, you always keep something there. My feathery bed, loved my feathery bed, wasn't going to put it away or anything. There's my town map. Well, hey, I don't even really see why you would put it away. I don't know why you'd store it on your computer, or even how they store it in the computer. You know, you only ever see one car in all of the video games. You see that one transport lorry in Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, but they seem to have some pretty advanced stuff. Oh, it's me looking at the map. Yeah, I had to speed it up times 4 because I seem to spend so long looking through everything. Bit of memories. Well, I never played Silver or Gold the first time through when I was a kid. I only played Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But that's because my mum wouldn't let me get games for 2 consoles at once. So yeah, PlayStation 1 it was for me. Still, just talking for mum. I kind of forgot the day. It shows how long I've just kind of been out of it, really. Couldn't work it out for a while. Random fade out there. Can't bother getting rid of it. Check TV, sounds a bit like Slumdog Millionaire, that film. Fridge, can't get anything from it. New Bark Town, well hey. So yeah, you know, generic message to make you feel good about the place. A strange woman complimenting me, haven't seen her before in my life. And then it's a shady kid, you know, the shady ginger one. Not shady because he's ginger, but just, you know, just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. It pushes you back. That's actually probably stronger than some of the Pokemon you fight, to be honest. I've never actually, you know, figured out how strong the Pokemon are meant to be. Like, could a level 100 Pokemon kill a person? I'm assuming so. Like in the anime, they kind of not really restricted to levels or anything. But I really don't understand how strong they're meant to be in this. In fact, this is one in, I was watching some of the dubbed Japanese episodes of the new Black and White shows, and Pikachu, which has been through about, what, like 4 championships now, and numerous spin-off stories, and he still gets beaten by a starter, the plant starter Snivy, in like the first episode, which I find pretty pathetic, to be honest. But, yeah, what are you gonna do, Pikachu? Not particularly strong as a Pokemon anyway. So yeah, this is just Professor Elm telling me where to go, you know, general Pokemon story. It's always the same story. go do 8 badges. Someone you between the 8th and 7th badge, you'll get a super legendary Pokemon. Sometimes after the 8th badge, so a bit of variance there. And yeah, then beat the Elite Four as always, and champion. And then this dude gives you a potion. So there's that potion at the start of the game, the essential potion used to, well, heal your Pokemon. You don't ever really need to use it. You can just go back and heal your Pokemon. So yeah, Route 29, first route. Gonna check out my Pokemon now, my Desukan. It's got alright stats. I think how much you looked in there. Didn't really have long enough to. Yeah, I named it Desukan, which is actually the name of a new Pokemon, I think. The crazy fire gorilla Pokemon, which is based on one of the Japanese dolls. Don't really know why. I just liked the name and it popped into my head. Annoyingly, you have to keep the names and everything in capitals just so it fits in with everything else on Pokemon. It just always seems that like people are shouting in Pokemon. Yeah, it's a bit weird that they've done that with pretty much all the Pokemon games. They haven't really changed anything. Like the sounds are still the same 18-bit, still the same 8-bit sounds which they've had since, well, the first games. Yeah, sorry about this battle. This battle does take quite a while, but whenever I see a new Pokemon, I'll try and point it out or whatever. But I think from now on, I'll just skip the battles. Obviously, not the important ones, not the trainer battles or anything, but I'll just speed through the wild ones. And if ever I'm training, unless you guys really want me to make an extra video or something, I'll just skip through it all. Because that's part of what makes Let's Plays a bit repetitive, really. It's just, well, watching the repetitive part of the game. And if you want to be good at Pokemon, you have to grind like a bitch. So yeah, this is the centre now. Oh, I don't have Pokeballs yet, do I? You also see one later, which I accidentally killed, even though I wanted one. But I'm not sure why I didn't cut this out. It's just more waste of time. But oh well, Eccentric. This is a new Pokemon from about 2001. When this came out. Use a berry there. I don't know what the deal is with berries in this game. I don't know if you. Well, there seems to be a poison recovered area again later on, but I don't know how many different types of berries there are. So it's not like the newer ones, obviously. But yeah, well hey, stats, level up. So yeah, just move on from here, kind of explore this route, check around. That's one feature I liked in the new games, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when they had the retro Game Boy player. That was quite a cool feature, I thought. You do get sick of it after a while, especially when like some of the new redos of the older tunes are really, really good. I was disappointed with some of them though. For example, the gym battle theme. That used to be really cool, I thought. Then it was just kind of moderate, really, I thought. In the new one, they did change the tune. I thought they would have just redone the instruments, but I'm assuming the Kanto battle theme in this game is actually different as well, but I haven't been that far yet. I've never played Silver before properly. I think I've got as far as, well, pretty much here before. But yeah, sorry guys, this is all meant to be sped up. I mean, obviously just split it all, but I forgot to put in the effects afterwards. But alright, it does get better. And it does only go on for 15 or 13 minutes, depending on the, I don't know, how fast my computer wants to play it, I'm assuming. So yeah. Oh man. So it's this old guy, you know, the one you follow around. I keep talking to all these people, just speed it up 4 times really. It's quite annoying actually, when you speed it 4 times the sound kind of messes up, so it's not cool as it could be. But yeah, so heal my Pokemon, Desukan, and just head over to Mr. Pokemon's house where I need to pick up that Togepi, which, well, Elm seems to be pretty surprised about, seeing as, well, I'm assuming people would have worked out by now that Pokemon eggs do exist. They must come from somewhere. So yeah, this is me just speeding through this route, trying to get the video over with. Oh, hey, berries. No. It's actually quite hard in Let's Plays to just constantly talk for this long. I suppose I just need to find something to talk about, really. I don't think I can make videos this long when nothing happens. Maybe if there's a battle going on. Way Wheel! Wheel's always been cool. No. Just that little bug one. I found that about Pokemon games. Now, I'm in this game, this playthrough, I'm not going to be going for like the strong Pokemon, like, you know, the ones people usually go for, such as the Dragon types, or the bulkier types. I can't even really think of anyone to say, like Arcanine and that. I want to go for the more interesting ones, the ones which I never really use. You know, if I find a Dunsparce, I'll try and use that, stuff like that. Because, once I did finally get a team of level 100s put together, it took me 3 years to do this mine overall. I wasn't constantly doing it. When I went online, I found out they're completely inadequate, because I hadn't even EV trained any of them pretty much. And you're really let down if you don't do that, and you have to have specifically set Pokemon with all the right moves and natures. And it was a bit gutting, really, because it means that you are set to a certain number of Pokemon which are actually strong and therefore have the right niche. But so I've started again with my Pokemon team, obviously in the OU tier, as on like Smogon University. It's a good website if you want to get into proper online battling. But I'm starting again from there. And yeah, so now in Pokemon games, I just tend to go for the more obscure Pokemon, which I actually haven't used before, just because, well, that's what the Pokemon stories are pretty much for a laugh for. You won't be able to breed an online team throughout the story. You just have to put all your spare time into that afterwards, when you actually have access to EVs and all of the kind of things like Dittos. Dittos are essential. You need to have a whole Ditto bank. I've actually pretty much filled up my entire computer system now on Diamond, looking for a careful Ditto, because I wanted to get a Credilli. So I thought Credilli is quite cool. It's in the UU tier, which is that underused? I'm not really sure. I think it's underused and then OU is overused. And apparently it's a pretty good sweeper, which is one of the roles that online Pokemon can have. I was just wanting to get one of those really, because it looks quite cool. Apparently it's alright. It's not as good as the OU tier, obviously, but then again, I don't think everyone sticks to that. So hopefully I'll have a chance in fighting in the world. Well, yeah, so you see, I've just beaten the rival, the general Pokemon stuff. So yeah, that's probably the hardest Pokemon battle so far. See, thing is, I realise now as I'm talking over this, you guys have already all played this game so much probably, so you may as well just talk about other stuff than also I call him Derek. Do you know why? I don't know. Derek just seemed evil at the time. I was gonna go with rival, but then just Derek. See, the name itself just brings evil and terror across the lands into my throat. So yeah, I think I'll just be talking about more general stuff really than the game I'm actually playing. It's just something for you to watch as well. Okay, yeah, so I get more Pokeballs. Yeah, this guy's awesome because he gives me free stuff. Bit of random flash there. Talk to my mum, she steals your money. I literally didn't know if I want to do this or not, because I don't even know what she can buy you in this. It might be decent stuff, to be honest. Because in, what was it, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, all she seemed to buy you is lots and lots and lots of berries, which is kind of gutting, really, spending all your money. Got a Moonstone every now and then. I think even got a Focus Sash once, but it's such a low chance of it actually happening.